You ready?
I am. Let's go.
We just stopped at Hardee's. We're getting a little breakfast this morning. Today we're taking some of our prepping gear and survival gear, and we're going to give it a try, just kind of a field test. We'll go over what we have. By no means are we experts at bushcraft or survival or anything like that, and our gear is not high-end gear. It's mostly stuff from Walmart. What's the name brand?
Ozark Trail.
Ozark Trail. This way, a lot of people say, well, that's not very high quality stuff. Well, if you can't afford the high quality stuff, you get what you can afford. It's better to have something that's not top notch than have nothing at all. We can't afford to go out and spend $500 on a bushcraft knife, or $200 on sleeping bags, or $500 on backpacks, that kind of thing. It costs a lot of money for those things. But Ozark Trail, what you spend on these items, I think you get a lot for it. And it's better to have something than nothing at all. We're going to try out some of the food that we have, freeze-dried food today. We've tried out different types of instant coffee, and I'll kind of go through what's in our bin that we keep, that we can just throw in the Jeep and we can get out of Dodge if we need to. Anything you want to add?
Not really. I'm eating.
She's got her mouth full. Oh, by the way, these Hardee's steak biscuits are the bomb. Actually, for spur of the moment, I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
I'm on the corner of nowhere. All right, onward to Sumatra. Well, we've managed to do it again. We're lost. I think we do this on purpose. There's that thing. We literally don't know which way to go. As far as the eye can see, that way. We just came from that way. We were looking for a birding trail. We're not really lost, we just don't know where to go. And we're in what's called Tate's Hell, which is on the east side of the Apalachicola River. Julie's in there looking at maps. There's no signal here as far as cell phones, so there's no navigation, which I'm kind of having a blast. Beats sitting around the house with all this crap going on. You can get out in nature, have a little adventure, realize the world's still a really beautiful place. This looks a little gatory through here. We've already made a couple of turns, and I'm trying to keep track of them, so when we try to get back out, I will know where to go. But this place is huge, and wow, that's running water. This place is huge, and I mean, you could literally just drive in circles out here and backtrack, and we got plenty of gas, and it's not that big of a deal, but I could see where you could make 4 or 5 turns and get completely backwards, and then trying to find your way back out, not know where to go. But one thing I like, listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No motors. No airplanes. No people. Just I like that.
So we need to go back that way.
Where are we at right now?
We're right here. This is the Dry Bridge Road, because there's that campsite. We went straight.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to go back up down here where it says Dole Creek Road, and that's that trail. Because right here is the other trail. If we keep going straight, we're gonna come over here close to is that Carabel or Apalachicola?
It's west of Carabel.
Yeah, so we don't want to keep going this way. We need to go back.
Okay. All right, whatever you say. The maleness in me will not allow me to use maps or ask for directions. This reminds me a lot of the Everglades. We were just down there a few weeks back. It's in North Florida, and we're a long way from the Everglades, 400 miles at least, but it's so similar. This is the birding trail, right?
Yeah,
Which consists of a...
One of the bird trails.
Yeah, but it's not really a trail.
More like a bridge.
Yeah, it's just a platform. And then you have these hammocks over here. Palm hammocks. Man, I'm wishing I could go fishing. What is this? Somebody's been...
Somebody's fishing.
Yeah.
Sure is pretty. Wish we had a canoe.
You know, every time we go somewhere, I always think, I have this image of what it's going to be like in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we get there, it's absolutely nothing like what I expected.
No, this was definitely not what I expected.
And more often than not, it exceeds my expectations. And this is too. I had no idea. I mean, I live so close to here, but it was on the other side of the river, and it takes a long time to get over that river. There's only two places, in Apalachicola and in Bristol, Bluntstown, and it was hours either way just to get across the river to the other side. And this is the other side of the river. Now, back over this way is Apalachicola, and then East Point and Carabel back this way. We're north of those. Everything you see here, I think, can't swear to it, is part of the Apalachicola water system, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
And there's another river back over here. It's probably even more wild. But as you can see, there's just not. This place, there's no one here.
I don't see any birds.
The camping sites, as far as I can tell, the camping sites are free. Yeah, so much for birds. I don't see any birds.
Nope. I hear them. I hear a couple over there.
I can't hear a damn thing. Well, what do you want to do?
I don't know. We just keep riding.
You want to head on down, keep going
just a
south?
little ways, and then we'll go back up to Sumatra and see if we can't find that trail.
Okay. Have you ever seen the Sumatran tiger?
Yeah, in a zoo.
Okay. Onward. So you think that's fresh water? Yeah.
It's got bluegill and largemouth bass, so it is fresh water.
Okay, we found this little place. It's at the end of a road called Sandy Beach Road, and it's part of the Apalachicola waterway, watery wilderness.
Marsh rabbit, phoebe, raccoon, red-shouldered hawk, and look at that, pygmy rattlesnake.
Pygmy rattlesnakes. Okay, I can tell it's used some, but this is really not utilized very much. You could probably get away with boondocking here, camping. Wow.
Hey, this is where we need to come if we have a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Or an alien invasion.
Alien invasion, zombie apocalypse. Oh wow, look at this.
Oh, it goes up. It's a tower.
Man,
That's
what a
cool.
score.
Wow,
Look at this, guys. And nobody is using this stuff. It's just sitting here.
Look how
Let's walk
birds
out.
it was.
There's somebody on the boat.
somebody's boat.
Yeah.
Somebody's using this as a dock. Oh, this is cool.
The state spent a lot of money on this. You can tell. Wow. This is the Apalachicola River Delta. And this stuff is very well kept. Ooh, that is some kind of critter. History on the half shell.
What is it with us and
Poop.
poop?
I think we have an inordinate number of vlogs containing poop,
watery.
poop references.
Bald eagles.
Masters of the Winter Sky. Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but this is an interesting bit of trivia. Florida has the second most number of bald eagles, only Alaska.
You are looking south across the East Bay, beyond the Gorey Bridge connecting the towns of East Point and Apalachicola. The bay extends several miles over world-famous oyster beds to St. George Island and the Gulf of Mexico beyond.
That's the Gulf. Now, we are not by any means experts at survival, are we?
No.
And buying the gear, the really top-notch gear for a survival kind of settings is very expensive. If you don't have a campsite or you don't have campgrounds, and you may not even want to stay in them, if you want to look for a source of water, that's probably not a good one, but there's probably fresh water up here, and you need to be able to filter it or sterilize it. Here is resource rich. That is a ton of firewood right there. Somebody's already been building a fire here. You have tables already, a place to throw your trash. And I don't think anybody comes here very often, so it would be free. But you do not have electricity or any means of what else?
No cell phone.
You don't have anything. You don't have a toilet here. There's no toilet here. You would have to improvise a toilet. And what we're going to do today is we're going to try some of this survival food. A buddy of mine gave us a pail. Has 56 servings. It's W.Y.'s company. And we're going to sacrifice a couple of these today just to see how good they are, what they taste like. And then cover just some of the things we bought. Here, you want to hold this? Mm-hmm. Some of the things we bought. Now, this is just a little bit. Cook sets. We have various watertight bags for things. There's all kind of supplies in these bags. There's a tent. You can show down in here. I won't have to take everything. We'll have a tent, fire starter, duct tape, cordage, a hatchet, a saw. It's like I said, you can get really expensive saws, but these things are so handy. Let's see. See?
Don't do that.
No, I'm not going to saw. See. Flashlight, lighters, and then big heavy-duty camouflage tarp, ties, trash bags, which you can actually adapt these into sleeping bags. So you can get dry leafy material, fill them up, and get you off the ground. Pillows. These are towels, believe it or not, 2 towels. And then over here is emergency fishing gear, hooks, lures. This is a laundry bag, but it's watertight, so you could actually carry water in this. Why would you want to do that? You can wash clothes in it. You could use this as basically a bucket. And then gloves are very handy. Oh, here's one of the things. Okay, this costs $14.99 at Walmart, and it's called a life straw, and you can YouTube these on how to use them. They're giving these people in third world countries all over the world, And basically you stick it into water, take the tip off, this tip, and you can stick it in water, not salt water, but just about any other source of water, and you can drink, and it filters 99.999% of all the bacteria and bad stuff.
Up to 1,000 gallons.
And yeah, well, it's 1,000 liters. It'd be 500 or 600 gallons of water. So the other thing we do, you can come around this way, honey. We got extra coats, water in case we can't filter, and then we have these bags. Emergency blankets, poncho, flashlight, lighter, bug spray, a little knife, and these you can do a lot with them, hygiene wise. You can even, you know, kind of semi take a bath. There's a certain name for that type of bath, which I won't use. Now, and then some extra twine, and then I got just some cooking stuff back here. But other than this knife, you can get on an airplane with all of this, and it doesn't even add any weight to the bag, and it doesn't cost anything. So if you got a backpack laying around, go to Walmart, spend $10, put a lighter, bug spray, flashlight, emergency blanket, emergency poncho, some wipes, some cordage, and if you did find yourself in a bind somewhere, you're not completely empty-handed. And then know how to use that stuff. Okay, what we have here is a Stanley cook set. What is this? A butane propane mix. And this, how much was this? This Coleman?
It was like I think it was like regular $20, but I got it for 10 on clearance.
Yeah, $10. But it's pretty nice and for what we paid. And these are about $10. And you basically just take this and twist it on. There we go. And then what we'll do is we'll just set our pot up here like that, and you can see where that would tip. That's one of the reasons the Coleman is not as popular. But we're going to put 4 cups of water in there because I think, let's see, this calls for, it's 4 servings. Bring 4 cups of water to a boil, then stir in the contents of the bag, cover, turn off heat, and let stand for 12 to 15 minutes. That almost looks like too much water, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Well, live and learn.
We'll see.
Live and learn. Okay, now let's see. The moment of truth. I think we turn this. There, it's on. Alrighty. Let's move it over here where it won't burn anything. Alright, put the lid on it. Okay, that's either going to be the wateriest chili mac in the world or the thickest. This is pretty cool too. This was in the camping section, and it's a multi-spice thing. So we're going to try that. And the one thing I forgot, it's necessary to all survival for a southern person.
Tabasco.
What?
Tabasco.
Yep. It is to a white man what soy sauce is to an Asian woman.
Exactly. The water's boiled now.
Hang on, let me move around here. Okay.
So we're going to pour this pouch of chili mac in there. Ooh.
Oh, something in there. Did you see that?
I did. Let's fish that bad boy out of there. Some sort of packet of something. Ooh.
Probably just to keep it dry.
Fresh. It's one of those fresh packets.
Okay, I think you turn it off.
Wait a minute, let me stir it.
I think we got it too watery, don't you?
Well, this stuff expands.
It may be chili mac soup.
It's okay. It'll be edible, regardless. Because I'm pretty hungry. How about you?
Yeah, I am.
Okay,
I think you can turn it off.
Good. Go ahead and turn it off, and then I'm going to cover it.
Okay, right there. You turn it off down there.
Ooh, wrong way.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, so stir it real good. Mix it all together. Okay, now I bent my spoon.
Oh my God! That's Let's see if we can fix it back. Here, let me see it.
It's more like a ladle now.
Well, we know better. This is why we're here, guys. We're learning too.
Nice.
We're learning. Turn it more. Okay. What I like about this is all of this stuff is so light.
Poor spoon. Oh well, lessons learned.
The thing too watery. We took the lid off. We put it back on the burner. We're going to boil it without the lid on it. See if we can't thicken it up. That's why we're here. We're learning how to use all this stuff. All right, ready for the coffee?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the 3-in-1 Nescafe instant coffee. Sugar and cream already in it. I couldn't find it anywhere but the Asian store. It was pretty good, so.
Whoa. I made a mess out of that one. Okay.
Are the cups still hot? Julie had the cups on the burner heating the water and forgot and grabbed this and it burned her.
Yeah.
So, lesson learned again. That's why we're out here, is figuring out all of these little things, and every time you go you learn a little bit more and you learn how to make yourself more comfortable and things that work and don't work.
Here we go.
Okay, hot cup of coffee in the middle of a swamp.
Cheers.
Oh, that's too hot. Ooh.
Is it still too hot?
For me, mine just came off. Hers has been out of it. Tell them what it tastes like. Let's see what it looks like too. Let's see. Show us.
I like a little more cream, but this will do for out here.
Well, would it be worth if bringing all that stuff with you?
No, definitely
is it that
not.
much, or is this close
Definitely
enough?
convenient.
The convenience makes up for it.
It does. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off and then.
Okay.
It looks pretty good. It smells good.
Made quite a bit out of that little
It
bag.
did. I don't think you and I are gonna be able to eat all of this.
I'm starving.
Well, then maybe we can eat all of it.
Let's see. And then we got this right here. And there is some, what is that? Cayenne. I can put some cayenne, salt,
Okay. There you
black
go.
pepper. Okay. Yes, I salted it before I tasted it. That's how I roll.
Okay.
A little black pepper in. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, you go first. Freeze-dried food with, what is it, a 7-year? Lasts for 7 years?
I think so. This is chili mac with pinto beans. It's actually not bad. Needs salt.
That's, wow.
Yeah, it's got a good flavor actually.
I'll tell you what, you're backpacking, you're in the middle of nowhere,
It's very hearty.
and
Warm.
you have this coffee and this, that's pretty good, and it didn't cost a fortune, and it doesn't weigh anything. And it's easy to prepare. Look how much is still in there. Yeah, and are we going to open this? This takes cold water, this one. Just pour a couple of cups of cold water in the bag. You could just pour it right in the bag, couldn't you?
Yeah. But I don't
And-
think we're going to need that. I think we're going to be super full after this.
Yeah, we're not going to. It even has the strawberries in it. So this is a breakfast one. Extended shelf life, emergency recommended, made in the USA. Called Wise Company Quality Food Preparation. Just add water. October the 25th, 2017. So it's already 4 years old. Already, so this stuff we're eating is already 4 years old. So it's got another, what, 3 or 4 years? Well, we finished our lunch, and in keeping with the way we like to do things, you can't tell we were ever here. What are you getting?
Probably my chicken sandwich. This is my...
We're on our way home, last stop. Food was good, but I want a double Burger King Whopper.
Your favorite.
Yeah, it's my favorite fast food. And they were all destroyed in Panama City by the hurricane, except one's way away from our home.
I think I'm gonna try that spicy crispy chicken. That looks yummy.
Oh, maybe I'll share with you.
Okay.
Okay. Come on, we'll be back when we get our food. It's survival food. It's a miracle if you survive it. Oh well.